Hello everyone. So happy 29th of February. It has been a special leap year. Sorry, I can't speak properly because another ulcer is beginning to develop on my tongue. Like, what the hell? I drank so much water. I ate the medicine. I had more fruits. I tried my best not to eat too much crunchy solids. I mean, even those crackers that I have, I use my front teeth. Yeah, and basically it was like a lot of baby food stuff or baby food like porridge and whatnot. How else? It's been a good day. First of all, Leonardo DiCaprio won the Oscars, and congratulations! And the whole internet community was like so happy for him. I've seen the acceptance speech, and it was quite humbling to me because it's not only about him talking about showing gratitude to those who had worked with him, but also he touches upon issues of working together as a human species. You know, we have to bring out the humanity in us and take care of each other and take care of our responsibilities, including the environment and the animals. We have to protect our earth. And yeah, and also another exciting news, at least in this part of the world, as you guys may know or may not know, the Swiss People's Party, which is this majority party, who apparently happen to be the conservative one. They are the right wing one, right? So this right wing party proposed to automatically expel foreigners who commit crimes, offenses in this country, regardless of the severity, even low level offenses. And it was very interesting because on Wednesday, yeah, on Wednesday morning, there was actually a reporter that came to my university the other time, and I didn't know he was a reporter. Uh, I just thought that he had a very cool mini disc. He had like this square thing. I didn't realize it was his recorder. So I was like, oh, cool. That's a cool device. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, he was interviewing me regarding this issue, and I told him that this is a very, I don't know, even discriminatory move, to even propose. And it would treat everyone who is a foreigner as a suspect and also a second class. For me, I feel. I mean, of course, locals must always come first, right? Because people have to take care of their own people first. I understand if there's a kind of mentality, right? No problem. Everybody makes mistakes, right? And not everyone knows the rules. And that does not mean that, oh, they don't know stealing is wrong. For example, a low level offense. What I'm saying is not many of them know the consequence that will come if one is to be caught with such an offense. So they voted, and the results came out Sunday. Swiss voters rejected the proposal by the SVP, and yeah, it was amazing. I mean, it was a 59% majority, and I wonder who these 41% voters look like. Yeah, I mean, I told the reporter myself, and this is what I'm going to tell you. It should be a case by case basis, to actually attach deportation as part of the sentence. That automatic, very, it's not human, I mean, human can err, but humans can also empathize. Humans are given the quality to judge, to evaluate what is right and what is wrong, what is appropriate and what is not appropriate, and to be attaching such thing, like such as deportation, if the person were to commit the crime, they say commit crime twice in 10 years, that's quite, I don't know, that's a concern to everyone who is a foreigner in this country if that were to be uh, actually accepted. I mean, 41% might be a minority, but it's still a very big percentage of minority. I can guess uh, this fear with regards to foreigners uh, and crime, foreigner, crime, they kind of, people have overlapping notions of foreigners and crimes. Apparently, they are matched side by side with all these crazy, crazy situations that's been going on around the world, with refugee crisis becoming a very big topic in Europe right now. The kind of news that has been talked about foreigners in Singapore is a little bit different than in here. I mean, of course, the same mentality applies. Like, oh, people come here, they take up space, they take up food, they take up resources. Apparently, research has shown that not many high percentage of asylum seekers or people who are actually refugees create crimes, right? I don't know who these idiots from foreign countries are, I mean, I can link statistics down below, I guess, somewhere. Uh, and you can tell me if it's legit or not legit. This SVP has been talking so much about immigration, right? And my friends and I, we're all on edge. I mean, Swiss people here, they don't know how anxious we are. I mean, we're not that worried, but we are still worried because many things can happen so quickly without any warning, Of course, we don't support foreigners who come here and they still commit crimes, right? I think like really major ones. I don't know, like terrorism, for example. That is a major crime against humanity. If you commit a crime against one person, you have committed a crimes against humanity. It's no good to be harboring murderers among our lands, locals or foreigners, likewise. I don't know much about politics in Switzerland to be I mean, I'm not an expert. I'm not familiar with it. They have a different system. When they make their voices heard, it means that you get to hear things that you think it's not politically correct or not so very nice. So when I see a poster of this party putting up a poster of something that even if you don't understand German, you would know that this party is targeting immigrants. And of course, they're going to protest, oh, we're targeting criminal immigrants, right? But the images, pictures can be very powerful in conveying what kind of attitudes you're coming from. It's not just words. Sure, you can explain your graphics, but I find their poster to be very offensive. And if you don't know, it's a poster of a black sheep and a white sheep.
Aarau, Olten, Bern, Gleis 17, Interregio nach Lenzburg, Aarau, Lies.
The white sheep and the black sheep are separated by a diagonal line. One side is the Swiss flag, the other side is just plain. So it looks as if the Swiss flag is like a land that one would imagine the end of the world. What do you do at the end of the world? That kind of thinking. Of course, we know the world is round now, but back then, people really fear the edge of the world. So basically, this white sheep is kicking off the black sheep to the end of the world, to the end of Switzerland at least. It's interesting how people get so paranoid. Fear is very powerful. It is a powerful emotion. It is something that one cannot ignore, but one can face. Fear is something that needs to be quelled when facing something as sensitive as being together with people of different races, cultures, nationalities, backgrounds, stories. Statistics change, numbers change. Crisis can take place at different geography. The variables can change, but the matter at hand is that how do we make sure that we do not let fear control our lives? How do we manage the feeling of suspicion, the feeling of being protective about yourself? And I mean, I have trust issues. I don't trust people that easily. I don't even trust myself sometimes. So I can understand where these people are coming from, but one must have compassion and one must be also be reasonable, because the black sheep are not representative of the whole, and we have to take this thing as a case by case basis. Everything is relative, and if you take things in a very general extreme manner, things are not going to be very nice. Things are not going to be what you expect. It just shows how much people are not willing to help each other, and that's very sad. When cultures collide, I think tensions will definitely arise. It's inevitable. But how we deal with that tension, that difference, to being living in harmony within diversity, I think it's a beautiful thing. I mean, I see many foreign faces here in Zurich, and it's nice. But I don't live in Zurich. Oh my god. I cannot stop talking. Okay, bye.